Hello, hello. Yuma here again with another 25 Magic Knight LN video, and we're going to be covering all the ways to get power because the game has a lot of ways to get power and there's no tutorial whatsoever. First way, obviously, is to level up your character. Every time you level up, you get increased max HP, MP, as well as I think a little bit of attack. The second way, obviously, is to increase your stats. With gold, there is a bit of a success rate. There's 4 stages before you get one actual stat. As you can see, there's P attack, minimum damage, crit damage, max HP, and the same for the other two categories of stats. Um, and you can only max out 2 stats. So as you can see, the max stat is 99. So you could theoretically get 99 strength and 99 con, or split it however way you want, 99 int, 99 con. As you can see here, there's the grade section. Basically, one grade equals 2 stats. So this will be grade 100 once you have 200 worth of stats. Basically how it works, it's a 1-for-2 ratio. Is that right? Or 2-for-1 ratio. So that's the second way, is to increase your stats. Now the third way, obviously, is to increase your gear. Get better gear, rarity, as well as increase it by enhancement. And other than enhancement, the fourth way is to put scroll it with these enchantment or magic scrolls, and you can get a bonus stat effect. This is always forgotten, so it's always good to do. And as you can see, you can get 1 to 2 effects from below, and luckily I got two effects. Too bad I am strength, so I don't really benefit from this M attack unless I'm using magic skills, right? So not the best in slot rolls, but this is really good if this was on a magic weapon. But yeah, definitely make sure you're always putting bonus magic stats with the magic scrolls. And as you can see, I'm getting distracted because I noticed that I did not do that for some of my gear. So that's the fourth way, is to put the bonus enchantment on it. So gear, enchantment, magic enchantment as well, enhancing everything related to gear. The next step is emblems. So as you can see here, I have a lot of emblems. Some of them expire, they have a deadline, and some of them are no time limit, permanent, basically. Now, to craft emblems, you go to crafting, and then the emblem section here, and it shows you what you can craft. So I think the blue feather is based on main quest line. The orange feather is pay to win, it's the open season box. Mark of focus is based on equipment fragments. Same with the talisman of stone. Common map, rare ring, hero's token, demon eye, well, not demon eye, sorry, ancient machine. They're all based on emblem craft material, which you get from resetting your stats. The higher your grade, the higher the percent rate of obtaining the emblem crafting material. So end game, you do have to stat reset a lot, but not recommended for free-to-play players or early game players, pretty much. Now, next step for increasing your power is through E.Binding. I still have a lot of work to do, but I don't want to waste all my hammers on this. But every +3, you increase the stat for the bond. So the bond stat is what you're getting every time you E-bind. So for example, this one starts with +1. If I +3, it'll go to +2, and if I +6 it, it will go to +3. Same for let's say HP. This is not HP. Where's here? 10 plus 10 HP for base, +3 will give me +20 max HP, and then +6 will give me +30 max HP, so on and so on. So make sure you're always e-binding these, all your duplicate gears if you have any. The reason why I'm not binding this is because it's very hard to come across this end crystal shield orb, and it is actually pretty good. So if I ever go a magic build, I might be using this. So it's my swap in case I do ever go magic build. Definitely want to get to the +6, but I'm too much of a pussy to do it since it might break. Um, so yeah, E-Binding is your fifth. I lost count of where we are. Fifth way of getting stats and power. The next one is through guild. If you join a guild, there's benefits here. Every level, you're gonna get some sort of stat increase, XP bonus. So always make sure you're in a guild, especially an active guild that definitely um, levels up frequently or donates frequently. Everyone should be donating. There's no reason why no one should be donating. Um, Definitely whales get ahead. Arrogance here. They have some whale donators. The whale donation is huge. Like from 140 guild XP versus a 2 guild XP donation, the scaling is unbalanced, but it is what it is. If you can potentially get into a whale guild, that is your best bet for getting the most power. But obviously, all guilds will benefit you. But yeah, that is one other way. The next way is through monster cards. Monster cards, how they work, basically every time you kill this mob, you'll get a card. So if you kill 900 of the seed leaf, you'll get 900 cards, and then you can roll. Sorry, just 200, 600. After these first two monsters, they're all 900. So once you have 900 of a card, you can roll, and you have the success rate for each rarity down here. And then eventually, of course, you want to get everything as high rarity as possible, but I'm not going to roll it right now. I'm just going to save these until I have a lot, and then I'll roll, trying to get red at minimum. Red rarity. So definitely this is very important, especially when it comes to bosses, because bosses are timed. They're time limited and very rare to come by, so you want to farm them as much as possible so you can get the stats for these boss monster cards. I've been very much slacking on these boss kills just because I've been farming, and I just can't be asked. I can't be bothered to do it. So, but definitely you want to work on the monster card because it's a nice way to get stats, and the owned effects basically shows all the cumulative stats that you gained through all the monster cards that you own. And then next you have artifact. Once you get enough of these enhancement materials, I believe you get them from disassembling equipment, you can unlock these artifacts. The first three, the common ones, are unlockable through the base silver ore, but to get the other ones you need gold ore, and to get gold ore you have to craft them. These equipment fragments, you have to craft them here, but it's a 20% success rate, which is abysmal, and it's going to be a long grind before you can unlock the other artifacts. But it's good to know, and you can reroll, you can lock these stats. So obviously you want to get purple and above for all these stats if possible. I think it shows you the percentages here, the success rates again. So you definitely want to eventually get all these stats above blue, purple, whatever your standard is, and unlock all of these other artifacts, because there are big bonuses, very huge, they all stack up. Next is avatars. So avatars obviously is your main gadget mechanic within this game. The more characters you unlock in Limit Break, the better stats you're going to be getting, and we're going to be calculating via owned effects. So if you're not equipping it, the owned effects is what is in play right now. Obviously what you equip, there's the equip effects, which will show you how much stats you get from that, and then there's also the bond. Please do not forget to bond your characters. Bonding gives you bonus stats as well. So via bond, via ownership, and via equipment, and then lastly via limit break is how you gain stats and power for the gadget mechanic. Very stingy game. It's a very grindy game. It's not for everybody. There's a lot of ways to gain power, but they're all very slow methods, and this game is all about just playing for a long time. So if you're the type of gacha player that likes the instant gratification, this game is not for you. This is very much more close to the Korea MMO, manhwa, anime standards, where everything is slow and they really want you to appreciate when you get blue loot because they come so rare, and they make you want to hold on to it, make sure you don't break it, because everything is just there's so many opportunities to make mistakes in this game basically, and you're going to be suffering a lot of losses more than you're going to have successes. And that's just this type of game, which I personally don't mind, but obviously the gaming sphere is a lot different, and a lot of people uh, you know are there for the instant gratification, which this game does different. Yeah, so that's my list of things you can do for power. Hopefully this helps, and cheers.